So how do you enjoying the show so far?
The show was awesome. It was really great. There was a lot of excitement in the very beginning. There was a fire.
Yes, I saw that.
At first, I thought someone just opened up a security door because that happens sometimes, and the same noise comes out. But no, there was actually a fire because I smelled it. And firemen came. It's just a heating and cooling unit, small fire. They fixed it up. Thank you, Chicago Fire Department, or Rosemont,
Rosemont,
technically.
yes.
Rosemont Fire Department. Some hot guys you guys have.
And you're originally from Milwaukee, right?
I am originally from Milwaukee. Yeah, so Chicago has always been kind of like a second home to me. Although I don't remember a lot about Chicago because I was on a lot of drugs when I came out here. But Chicago has good drugs, so there you go.
And how do you get involved with industry?
In the adult industry?
Yes, before you comment, I'm going to talk about comedy in a
Yes.
second.
Well, you have to be careful because there's like three different industries I've been in.
Oh, well, more in a second.
Well, in porn, I started out as a dancer, of course, and I wanted to do feature dancing, like burlesque dancing.
Hmm.
Um, so I need credits for that, and I tried some nude modeling and some like solo masturbation scenes with the score group, and they wanted me for one of their like big feature films called Mamazon. It was my first movie, and I thought about it, talked to my family and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, let's try it. I've done some pretty crazy things in my life, if anything. It's just one of the many crazy things I've done, but I ended up really liking it and sticking around for a couple of years afterwards. And so that's porn, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty simple how I got it.
And how did you enjoy it when you were doing it?
Oh, I love porn. Yeah, no, it's great. Like I'm here, obviously. I still support the industry. I love a lot of the people in it still. A lot of them are still my friends. My publicist is still an adult
Hmm.
industry-based publicist. Yeah, it's just kind of like when I'm done with stuff, I'm just done, and there isn't a lot of money in the industry anymore because no one pays for their porn. So maybe if you guys paid for your porn, I'd still be doing it.
It's all internet now.
Yeah, well, it's the tube sites that just literally suck the life out of the industry. And unfortunately, MindGeek, who owns most of the tube sites, they also own a lot of the porn companies like Brazzers and Reality Kings and Twisties and Digital Playground and Playboy Radio. They're trying to create a monopoly. They're the antichrist of porn, basically. Yeah, they pretty much suck at life, so.
Just suck the life out of it. And
Yeah. Yeah.
when did they get involved in the industry?
Well, they used to be called Manwin. But then, like, the president, I forgot his name, something funky.
Hmm.
If I heard it, I would be able to say it. He got in trouble with something tax evasion.
Makes sense.
Shocker. Um, and so, like, it got a bunch of bad press because they do a bunch of other, like, web based stuff too. It's not just adult. So, fired him and then like changed the name. But they were still like they had still already had a decent monopoly until people figured out what they were doing, and then stopped selling their companies to them basically.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But now they're creating new companies,
Uh huh.
so they're still going on and on and on.
Yep. It's like playing whack-a-mole,
Ah, yes.
basically.
Okay, on your comedy side,
Yes.
that's your new recent side.
Correct.
How are you enjoying that?
Comedy has been amazing. There's so many similarities between like porn stars and comedians and just the two industries. It was a very easy transition for
Hmm.
me. Everyone has been amazing. Like here in Chicago, like I got three shows, did some publicity, met a bunch of people. In New York, like I love everyone in New York. They've been just awesome and very supportive, and definitely they know that like I'm in it to really do comedy and not trying to stay relevant or need attention. I have
Hmm.
dogs, so I don't really need that
What
much
type of
attention.
dog you have?
Well, I have a Chug, a Chihuahua Pug
Ah,
mix, and then the other one, Lucy, is a Australian Kelpie mix, maybe like Border Collie or something. She's like a medium-sized dog. They're a little fat right now because we live in a high-rise and they need a yard, so we're going to be moving to one of the boroughs so they get a yard.
oh,
They need a yard. Well,
from Milwaukee still?
no, no, no. I live in Manhattan.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean
Oh, okay.
it's great there. Like I love my apartment. I have a great view of like the Statue of Liberty, like
Hmm.
the whole bay.
Oh,
Like
wow.
it's amazing, amazing apartment. But the dogs, like there's dog runs and like dog parks, but they just she's used to having her own yard. They both are. So I need to give them their own yard because I'm a good dog owner and they're driving me fucking nuts. Basically, can I swear?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry. Was that man cow yesterday? I'm like, no swearing, no swearing. But yeah, so and it's a little bit cheaper. Actually, probably a lot cheaper for a bigger place, and I could buy a car again. I miss my car. Not having a car really sucks when you're used to driving so much,
Right.
and then not have one. It's
Well, in New York, it's kind of hard to have a car.
yeah, especially in the city, like in Manhattan. But if you're in one of the boroughs, it's a little bit more acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really do public transportation because I don't really like people that much.
Oh.
And the whole thought of being like underground in a tube trapped with a bunch of people that I don't like, it's not appealing.
Like fire.
Like the fire, exactly.
And you say you were involved with another industry too. Can you say you had three? What's the third?
Oh, well, I was, I also, well, I'm not sure if it's really an industry, but before porn and dancing, I was an armored car driver. I did like security. I have a degree in police science.
So you have muscles too.
Well, not really. Like there's a there's a bodybuilding convention going on right now, and I'm like, because I've been working out a little bit, just mainly like my arms and my ass, because I'm 36-year-old white woman, so things start to kind of fall gravity, and so I'm like, oh, my arms look great, and then all these women are like ripped, and like now I know how it feels when like a small-chested woman like sees a big-chested woman, where you're just like, oh, I have nothing, like there's no muscle. I'm like, nothing there.
So you used to drive armored cars.
Yes, I was an armored car driver. I did security at like concerts. I was a PI for a while. I did loss prevention. So yeah, like law enforcement industry.
In Milwaukee, or?
Yeah, that was all in
So
Milwaukee.
you were licensed in.
It was
Wisconsin.
in the state of Wisconsin. Yeah, I was certified for law enforcement in the state of Wisconsin.
Never knew that.
Oh, now you do.
Yeah. See, it's good for it's law industry, porn, kind of Indian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like they're all very similar. Like there's a couple other people I know. Jack Lawrence, I believe is his name. He was a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple other people that have studied law. There's a couple women that are lawyers now. Um, a lot of girls were dancers beforehand. There's a couple like Ron Jeremy was a comic before he started doing porn. There's a couple porn stars that do comedy. There's a couple porn stars that say they do comedy, but really don't at all. They're a little old and irrelevant, but it happens.
And your tattoos.
Yes, I have a lot of tattoos. People love the tattoos. Um, this is this is a book with falling pages,
Oh, okay.
basically coming out of it. Some quotes, some of my favorite quotes. This is from Macbeth,
Ah.
right there.
Uh-huh.
And then up here we have some Slayer lyrics.
Ah, you like Slayer?
Yeah, I do like Slayer.
What
You know
does?
what? Well, this is from a song called Dead Skin Mask. And what's funny is that I actually got this quote on, it was my sophomore year in high school in my social studies class. Our teacher used to like write quotes on the board all the time. And for this particular class, I happened to be on acid because I loved taking acid in high school. Why not? And so I saw that. I'm like, oh, that just fits so well with my head right now. And I never knew that they were Slayer lyrics until I actually got it tattooed on my arm. And like I've heard the song before, but like sometimes you can't understand the music or whatever. And so yeah, and then the other quote was actually on my brother's MySpace page. He had passed away. This is like some of the pages are dedicated to him. As you can see, my goosebumps because it's a little chilly in here. This one says, "Love is nothing other than illusion for the hopeful."
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is in the depths of the mind. Is it fantasy, insane, and reality are the same?
Ah, okay.
So being on acid, like yes, that makes perfect sense. And then this one, this is a cupcake spider because I used to have a pet tarantula. This is actually I'm gonna have like some stuff for my two dogs on there, and then I have the ones on my feet. And that one, this one actually glows in the black light.
Oh, wow.
Like the wings and the eyes. I'm not sure if it still does, but it's possible. And then we got the Milwaukee Brewers, because I'm from Milwaukee. We got the LA Dodgers right there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get the Mets right here.
And you say you have one on your back.
Yeah, you want to see that one? Okay. I got this one. my big old
Yes.
scorpion. And then I have brass knuckles behind my ears
Okay.
too. I got that one, and then that one, and then this one is probably the stupidest one that I got, and honestly the most painful. But it's the acronym for "Shut the fuck up,"
Oh wow.
because
Yeah.
some girls have like the like the
Mhm.
SSHH. I'm not really a sh kind of girl. I'm more of a shut the fuck up kind of girl. So I thought it was appropriate. And they never stay in your hands. Like
Right.
they always fade very fast. But I still wanted it.
I had a friend of mine who got. I went there and she got in her little toe. She got
Oh yeah.
and got hurt.
Yeah, oh no, the toes,
Mhm.
ankles, like I have them in freaking like the most painful spots, but the most painful spots also happen to be like the cutest. Like the ones behind my ears actually hurt the least, like the least painful tattoo. This one, probably hurt the most, to be honest. It took the shortest amount of time. Like, what the fuck? Uh, but yeah, no, I like them. I have a thing for them.
So since you're doing comedy now, have you done any television shows or anything yet?
Not like a cameo or something
Yes.
like that. No, not yet. Hopefully soon. There's obviously like because I live in New York, Comedy Central is based out of New York,
Mhm.
so we have some connections and stuff like that. But I've only been doing stand up for like almost 2 years. But I've been in comedy for like since 2010, doing like sketches and skits and stuff like that, improv.
You got your podcast too.
Yeah, I have my podcast. It's Scatterbrains podcast. I had kind of retired that one um, because I'm starting a new one with my friend Jackie Furback. She's a comedian out of New York. It's going to be like that feminist, anti-feminist podcast kind of thing. She's because I'm very obviously sexually open and could talk about anything, and she's the type of girl that like giggles when she says pussy. Like if you could get her to say pussy.
Right.
So like we're like the odd couple, like the female odd couple. So it's gonna be good. We're just waiting to hear back from a really huge network to see if we could get. I may have to change the name of it though because it's called Hormones with a W.
Ah, okay. Yes.
And considering the company, the network that we're signing with, we may have to change
I
the.
could guess, but I'm not going
Yeah, we
to.
may have to change the name of it, but which sucks, but we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna be starting that hopefully this month, so in June, hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe July. Don't quote me on that.
All right. And what do you see is going on in the next couple of years or next couple of months besides the podcast?
Oh, besides that, well, I'm gonna be in Milwaukee for the Milwaukee Comedy Festival, so I'm excited about that. Just plugging along, doing shows as many as I can, like a little bit of traveling. I have some really good connections, some great people. Tom Garland helps me out a lot. Um, David Garva, Garvi. I can't pronounce names. Save my fucking life. And then Paul Farvar, the comedians that were with me
Mhm.
today while I was touring Exotica, it was their first adult convention. They've all like been amazing and helping me out, like get spots and like introducing me to people and stuff. So, and I know a bunch of other people, um, honestly from like dancing too, because I used to go to comedy clubs a lot. So yeah, just plugging along, doing as many shows as I can, basically. Ooh, now it's getting dark in here. The
Uh-oh.
DJs.
All
He's
right.
checking the lights.
Okay, we're
Oh
almost
no,
done.
let's
We're
go.
almost done. Okay.
It's a party starter, bitches.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having me. It was great to meet you.
Good to meet you. I enjoyed it very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.